We're up over $30,000 in about 2 weeks trading the JD model. And let me show you guys exactly what I would have done this week. Now, it's not going to be my exact trades that I took this week because I kind of cleared my charts, but we're going to be going over every single day and how I would approach the market to keep my losses looking like this, while my wins look like this and this and this and this. So let's get right into it. So Monday was a bank holiday, as you guys can tell here. So we're not going to be going over Monday. We're going to be skipping that. So let's get right into Tuesday. Now you guys can say, oh, but he already knows the price is going. Well, to be fair, I don't. And also, you guys can go watch every single one of my trade recaps. I post almost every single one of them on YouTube. You guys can see how I actually traded the market live. I'm just showing you guys exactly what's going through my mind here on YouTube for the first time. Whereas people that watch me in my free Discord can see it in real time, right? So right here, I come into the market. What do I see? First thing I see is all these sets of equal highs here that looks right for the taking, right? Equal highs are usually a very, very good draw. Equal highs, equal lows, but equal highs, especially because the market right now is in a bullish trend, and I always trade with the trend. So if we have equal highs here, we have double equal highs with another relative equal high here, and we're following our trend. It's looking super, super good. Now we've had an uptrend that's been developing here in London, right? We probably had a nice reaction OTE or EQ right here. This was a nice EQ retrace. So what do? We take it from here. Now we want this EQ to retrace, right? So we can put an alert here. We could do it. Oh, I put it in the limit order. We can't put alerts on this. All right. Well, you guys know what right here is our area where we're looking to go long. Wherever the reaction is where our stop will be, something like this, and we're probably gonna take the long something like this, right? Super simple, super clean, bias, trend, drawn liquidity, where will market react around EQ, and how do we enter CRT, anything, right? So right now we're on the 15-minute, and it's currently around 9:15. The market hasn't opened yet. We're gonna drop down to the 5-minute here. We've done our time frame analysis, and we're just gonna wait for market to open, see what happens. This is the market open candle. There we go. Dips all the way down into OTE. Kind of tags this rejection block here. There is a ways for us to go lower. We're going to drop down to our 1 minute here to see what's going on here a little bit more. We're looking for market to give us any kind of reaction, right? We're looking for market to wake up. We're looking for market to kind of tell us, okay, we're going bullish here, right? We can even drop down to our 15-second here. So there's the pullback here. Oh, we get the nice little CRT there. Close back into the range. We're going up. We're looking super, super good. If we get a close back into premium here, we will be taking this trade here. I do like this a lot. Do we have anything on the 1 minute? We do have a 1 minute fair value gap right there. If we could inverse this, that'd be super, super solid as well. We have our OT reaction. We can get a 1 minute inverse fair value gap. We get a close back into premium. There's our close back into premium. Do we have the inverse fair value gap as well? We do. All right. We'll send the order right there. We'll enter 3 contract just so we can kind of understand how to partial and stuff. SL at the low here, right? And then we'll partial one where? At these equal highs here, or at relative equal highs there. One there. And where is the other one? We'll go for a classic little 1-to-1, right? So the 1-to-1 is here. It's actually close to this. So what we're going to do, we have this. We're going to kind of just aim for the middle, or either take one here, one here. We're not going to put our TP just yet. We're just going to wait. So let's let this thing develop here. There we go. Price moves up nicely. We're close back into premium. We had a nice OT reaction here. Our stop is set. Around here we could go break even, but might as well wait for price to tag us out. There we go. We're tagged out. Now we go break even here. We're starting to come back down here. When it comes back down like this, and if it breaks the high again, my stop will go right below this low. We're going to secure as much as we can here. And we do go higher. Amazing. Now we secure as much as we can. We go below this low. Why? Because we follow market structure. Price is heading into a T or other TP. It's looking very, very, very good. If we do get tagged, if we do manage to get this TP right here, what's the best thing to do? Price is bullish. Price is in a bullish trend. What do we want to do? We want to keep aiming for high. We want to make sure that we do not cut our winners short. We want to aim as high as we can possibly go. Okay? So we're going to take it. We're go. Oh, big pullback here. God damn. If we break the high one more time, will you guys know what to do? Oh my God. Super close against top. We broke this high. This thing could go right here. We're following market structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Well, ideally higher high here coming in soon. Right? And then, okay. And then there we go. Nice. So now we're breaking the high. We're still in this trade. We can extend this trade as much as we can. Right now, what are we going to do? We're going to follow market structure. We're on the 15-second here. What does this mean? All of this can get taken out. This is where our stop is. If we get a low that ends up taking something out here, this is where our stop is going to be. But for now, our stop stays right there. We're going to try to juice as much as we can out of the market. If we break the high again, we're going to move our stop right here. Even if it's equal lows, I don't care. Again, our trade is basically complete here at this point. We're just juicing out as much as we can from the market, right? But we have to break the high. Hey, cat. We have to break the high in order for us to do that. There we go. We break the high. Now what do? We can go right here. We could even go right here because this low took out all these lows. We could even go right there, secure. Now we're basically, our trailing SL is basically at our top TP, right? but we can always squeeze a little more. Is there anything else that we could get on the hourly? We're basically at price discovery right now, so we're kind of just letting this thing skyrocket as much as it can, which is exactly what we're gonna do, I guess. So let's just do exactly that. Now we could drag this below here, right? And now again, we managed to squeeze some more of the market. There was a move down. Did we break the high? We'll say we did. We can move our stop up here now. All right, same thing. Do we break the high? We did. All right, now we'll go here. Perfect. This is our new low. Now do we make a new low? Hey, cat. Oh my God, we almost got stopped out right there. Probably will soon. Do we break the high? We do. I'm not gonna move my stop because obviously, like, it's basically the same thing, right? All right. Do we break the low at some point here, or do we make a new high? What do we do? Again, we're following market structure. It's only 10:45. We're still early in this trade. All right. There's the breakdown. Do we break the high one more time? Oh, we're looking like we might be stopped out here. Yeah, stopped out right there. Ended up going for what? I'd say we got stopped out around here somewhere. Right, yeah, right there. So this trade went up for a nice little 178 points, 3.72 R. Not a bad trade. Let's move on to Wednesday. All right, so this is Wednesday right at market open, right? What do we see right now? We're in a bullish trend. We're looking great. We might be able to take some longs here off this if we can get a close back into premium. Let's see what we can get right here, right? So let's get, oh my God, market opens and just dump straight through. All right, so I have to go back into price a little bit because I kind of went a bit too far ahead of myself here. But what do we have? We have a super big bearish downtrend here, right? We're going to drop down to our 15 seconds. We're looking for anything. We get a market structure shift right here. But again, we're bearish, right? All of this is liquidity that's right for the taking. This is all inducement. This all looks great to take. So we're going to see what price wants to do, how much of this it wants to take, and then we're going to see if we get a breakdown. We have our OTE right there, right? That's kind of chilling. We have the OTE or the fib place from market open all the way down. Now we want to see a pullback into either, oh, we do have to go a little bit lower. Now we want to see a pullback into EQ or OTE. We have all this nice inducement right here that's right for the taking. This is all liquidity that I want to see gone. Realistically, though, this is the one I'm interested in, though. Why? Because this one is useless. This one is useless. This one is the one right above, right at the discount or equal or EQ line. This is the nearest high, right? What do we have after? We have OTE. What do we have in OTE? Most likely some fair value gaps. There it is. There's one fair value gap right there, right at the same area as our high, basically. What do we have? 5-minute fair value gap at the exact same area. So a lot of confluences sitting at this exact high right here. So what do we want to see? Ideally, this high gone for us to go short, right? We're short on the day. We've been seeing a lot of bearish momentum. We start getting some bullish momentum. What do we see here? 15-second market structure shift back into a bullish area here, right? If there is a way if we get a pullback, we could take a long all the way up to this high because we would align with the bigger time frame of the trend, right? Let's see if we can get anything going like this, right? So do we get a pullback into EQ? We do, and close back into premium. You know what? I'll slap an entry right there. Stop will be at the low. TP will be at this buy side that we saw. Do we see? Let's see if we get, oh, we might actually get stopped out on this. Oh no, we break the high here. We ended up going BE right there. Why? Because we broke the nearest high. If we want to protect our position, and okay, and we take TP. Perfect. Now we're at this area here. Now what do we want to see? Exact same thing for the JD model. Oh, now we want to see a market structure shift and a pullback into EQ. So let's see if we can get that. The market structure shift is sitting where right now? It's sitting right here at this nearest low. All right, so from the market structure shift, you want to keep your fib at the high and at the low here. We just tapped EQ right there on this, right? So what did we do there? Oh, we even get the OTE. Perfect. We love that. Now if we can get a close back into discount, we'll slap the entry. Does this count? I'll wait a bit more. Okay, there's a bit more. And we'll slap the entry. Right now, stop loss at the high. Why? It's an OTE. We got the market structure shift. We got to close back into discount, showing displacement towards our drawn liquidity. We could take one contract off here, one contract at our main low. Right? It gives us a nice 1 to 2 risk to reward. We're actually in here, but let's say we would have entered there, right? Like a nice 1 to 2. One TP at a 1 to 1, the other TP at a 1 to 2. And we're looking good to go here. We end up breaking that low. What do we do when we break the low? We go break even there, right? So a break even would actually be here. So I'm going to go the stop right there because that's where the entry would be. There's our first TP gone. Let's see if we get the second TP here. If we break the low again, we can move our stop. There we go. Stop, move, and TP hit. GG. Nicely done here. This was Wednesday. Let's move right on to into Thursday. All right. This is Thursday. What do we see right off the bat when we get into Thursday? On the 15-minute move up, lower high, or higher low, higher high. What do we expect here? Higher low, right? Boom. Okay, now what do we want? Price to come back into equilibrium. All I use is basically Fibonacci on multiple time frame confluences. Okay, so now what do we wait here for? EQ. Okay, we can drop down to the 5-minute. We can wait for market open here, and we can wait for our EQ. Market opens right now, right here in this next candle. Let's see what we can get. We do get the middle wick higher, so we could drag our fib up. If the candle doesn't close higher, we do not move our wick higher. There's our EQ. Drop down to the 1 minute here. Show me a candle closing back into the range, and we'll slap the entry right there. It's really that easy, I think. That's basically what I'm seeing. If we want to wait a bit more for confirmation, we could go into 15-second here, wait for our market structure shift. Where would be our market structure shift? It'd be right around where we just got it, right? We got a nice big close right there, right at our EQ. We could wait a bit here, make sure that we did get the close at EQ. We end up not getting it here. Price goes lower here. Great. See, we didn't get a nice closure with displacement to EQ. We do not enter this trade. It's still going lower. We just wait. Now our market structure shift is so much cleaner, though. Don't you guys think? That market structure shift is right here. Okay. Now what do? We wait for the market structure shift. A nice move up. The market structure shift was here now. Why? Because we broke the low. There's the market structure shift. Do we get an EQ pullback here? Let's see. We end up not getting it there. Let's see if we can get on this next leg. We do close back into premium here. Everything is starting to line up great. Do we get a slight pullback here that we need? There's a pullback here. Right, perfect. And we close back into premium. All right. Entry has been sent. SL has been put. I'll put my SL because we didn't go right into OT. I'll put it right there because our TP is so much higher. Anyway, this is how many R's is this? This is a nice 1 to 4. Probably have more targets here on the side, but we're gonna keep it like this for now. Nice little 1 to 4 R right there. Oh my god, it almost stopped me out. That was scary. We're back in profit here. Amazing. If we break this high, we're probably gonna go break even right there if we end up breaking this high, which would be pretty awesome here. I'm not gonna lie. We don't. Oh, big move. We did break the high, but I'm not liking all the prices moving. Prices move very volatile, and the RR tells me that it's worth it to stay in this trade. So we're gonna stay in. If we can break this high here, though, then we're gonna go break even for sure. But only if we can break this high again. We do end up breaking the high. All right, this is the break even right there for sure. Let's see if we can get the move that we so. Oh my god, I forgot that they did that. That just caught me off guard. Hella, holy shit. Okay, well, TP hit, right? GG, and we'll move on to Friday. All right, so there's Friday, right? Price opened up here, went higher. What's the trend that we have here? What are we looking at here? We're looking at a bullish trend. We want to go long here. Perfect. Drop onto the 5 minute. What do we got? Higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, cool. Put our fib down. All right, cool. What do we have now? Price made a higher high right there, and then came back right into EQ. Cool. Oh, I kind of went a little too eager here. Do we get a close back into our premium area here? There's a close back. God damn, this is actually pretty good here. Perfect. Tap to OTE. Trying to go higher. We have some trend line liquidity here. Nice 1 to 1.6. We could always shoot for a little higher here. Obviously, the entry would be right where my thing is at right now, where this is it. So we're going to take 2 contracts here, take 1 off right there, and then we're going to leave 1 to run for the stars if we end up getting that TP. Oh, that was a fast TP. Okay. Oh, never mind. Not a fast TP. Oh, unfortunate here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now we can go break even, right? We took our first profit. Now what do we do? Well, we could put our stop right there at this low, and ideally we kind of don't break this low. We can go higher and kind of extend our TP or push a bit for more. Now if we break the high, we can drag our TP up. Perfect. Right there, right? Bang. And this is how you follow market structure, and you squeeze as much as you can. Again, break the high. Can move our stop. Now our stop is where our TP would be, our main TP, and we get stopped out there, unfortunately. But if price had continued moving higher there, like it just did, we could have squeezed some more out, right? So 1 to 1.6 on Friday, end the week. Very, very decent win. This is how I navigate the market every single week. If you guys want to watch me trade live, I have a free Discord link with me in the bio. This is how I managed to make over 30K in 2 weeks. Very simple. You guys don't need all this ICT bullshit. You guys don't need all this stuff. You guys just need the fundamentals, understand how price move, have some discipline, some respect for yourself, and everything will be fine. If you guys like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, as I've been doing this for over a year for free just to help you guys out because I love making content. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.